Nolan, thanks. We're learning new details today about an Omro man charged in connection with an Oshkosh crash that left a girl in the hospital. 32-year-old Victor Langemak was arrested last week and charged with the hit and run causing great bodily harm. As we've been reporting, witnesses told police a white truck hit a teen girl in a crosswalk at Bowen Street and Merritt Avenue on the afternoon of December 12th before driving off. Investigators identified the truck registered to Langemak, who gave inconsistent statements about his whereabouts and the truck. They later found his truck with damage. If convicted, he faces up to 15 years behind bars. Langemak is scheduled to appear in court on Monday, although he does not yet have an attorney.